Well, good afternoon. All right. This is a tutorial on how to make these collages like this. So, without any further to do, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you how to create these. Put your photos in pretty easily. Let's go ahead and make a new document. And I'm doing this about 3,000 pixels square. Resolution at 300, white background is fine, though you can choose any color you want. And we're just going to create it. All right. Pretty simple. Let's go back. Let's unlock this layer and then do Control J where we create a secondary layer. And then I'm going to fill it with black. And so I've got the black and white here on the side. And so I'm going to hold down my Alt key and then press Delete, and that fills that with black. So if you didn't know, you can do an automatic fill with whatever color you have here. If you hold the Alt key down, the Alt key is for the color that is on top, whatever that is. And then the Control key is for the color that's on back. So if I hold the Control key down now and hit Delete, I get white. Pretty cool, huh? So simple there. Um, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to click on Show Transform Controls, and I'm going to move this guy just a little bit like that. All right. And then I do that so that these are coming up on your screen. Now, this button right here is going to hold this ratio. So if I am like pulling from the side or whatever, it's going to maintain whatever ratio this box is. And so in our case, at least at this point, let's say this is for the five picture or five image collage. I want to make these different sizes. So I'm going to unclick that. And then I'm going to put this kind of like that so I can create a border. Even a small border is fine. Something like, oop, there we go. And then I'll make this whatever size I want. So let's say I'm going to make it like that. Maybe a little bigger. There we go. I'm going to hit enter. And now, as you see, layer one or layer zero copy has the black square in the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to hit Control J again and make a copy of that layer. And then I can move that kind of over here. And I'm going to do virtually the same. I'm just going to make it whatever size I want. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this really quick. Let me get my papers and stuff out of my way here on my desk. So I'm going to hit enter to set it. Control J starts a new one here. And let's see. Actually, I'm going to do that one over here and make it tall like that. Okay. Control J again. I can pull that. Whoops. Oh, I forgot. So here's the if you make the same mistake I do here. See, this is set, but I didn't hit enter or click this little check mark. Okay, which when you modify anything on Photoshop and it asks you to click OK, I'm going to hit enter. Now I can do other things like hit Control J and move things around. Okay. So this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5. So this isn't going to be overly helpful here. So I'm going to go here. Now the size of your enter, the size of your boxes are kind of dictated. And I'm going to say kind of, it's kind of a tongue in cheek because it's absolutely dictated by what types of pictures are you putting in. So in this collage, so these are going to be more landscape photos, and these are going to be more this one in here and here are going to be more um, portrait style. Now I've created it like this, and these are all like nice and like stuck in there, all pretty and everything. But that doesn't mean you have to. So if I click on this one here, I can come over here and I can rotate this. Okay, and I can play around with that and have things rotated all around and then not not worry about it. Okay. So you can be just as creative as you want to. I'm just doing this as a kind of a, well, it's a tutorial, right? So you can choose how you want to do it. Okay. Now let's start putting pictures in. So I'm going to go to my folder down here and open up folders on my computer or pictures on my computer. And then I'm going to simply drag and drop an image in. So if I drag and drop an image in and click OK, there it is. You see this little on the right hand bottom corner right there. See that little thing right there? That says that this is now a smart object. So if you take a picture from a file and you drag it and drop, it automatically makes it a smart image. But if we were to, let's say, grab this one right here, whatever this is, and I take it and I drop it in like that, and I click OK, it is not a smart image. Okay, there isn't a smart image there. I would have to right click and convert to smart image. Okay, do you understand? So if you're outside of Photoshop and you drag it in and drop it, it will automatically make it a smart image or a smart object. And then, but if it's within, it's going to not convert it automatically. Um, and that is helpful in some ways too. But in this case, for what we're doing right now, not so much. Okay. So it just so happens that I want this image right here to be in this spot. Okay. So upper left. So here's my upper left, and you can rename these too, upper left, bottom, upper right, bottom right, whatever. So I'm going to take this and drag it right to over the top of the layer that I want it to be on. Okay. And then I am going to right click and create clipping mask. Okay. So I've got my picture over the top of this box that I want it to be at. Right click, create clipping mask, and boom. See? So when you create a clipping mask, especially with images, it's going to look to whatever layer is below it and then create the mask from that. Okay. So I can move my image here. I can move it all over, but you don't see it on anywhere else except for that spot. Okay. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click enter, and there it is. And I can remove my transform controls. Um, I've got a terrible computer here, so these are going to show up for a little while yet. So anyway, that's that. So now I'm going to add another one to this spot right here. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick up an image of this puppy here and drop them in. Okay, I'm going to drop them in over here. Now it showed up right on top of this layer, and that's not where I want him. I want him on top of this layer here in the upper right-hand corner. So it's automatically a smart object. You can't do this if it's not a smart object. I'm going to right click. I'm going to create a clipping mask, and boom. Okay, so then I can move my cute puppy picture around, hit enter to set it, and there I go. So I can do this with all my other images as well. Now, the great part about it being in here is you can still play around with your coloring, however you want to do. So if I've got this one selected, this puppy here, I can go to image, I can go to adjustments, I can create a black and white photo from this. Go to default settings. I can create something like that. So I can do that. That's kind of fun, right? So you can modify and still change within. That's what's cool about this one. And you can swap pictures in and out however you wish. Okay. So this is a real simple way of creating this collage. I hope you try one of these at least. Give you something for your artistic arsenal, so to speak. And that's it for this one. So have fun, play around with this one, and good luck.